Hello, everyone. Welcome in. We are going to be playing some Exogate tonight. A little bit of a late start. I was hoping to get an early start, but I was stuck at work all day and didn't get to finish early, even though I was actually doing pretty good on my own route. Yeah, I'm not salty. Anyway, Exogate. We are making some progress. Finally figured some stuff out. There are some things that I achieved that I don't even know how they worked. Still don't know how they work, do we, Zeg? But yeah, so. Okay. We were just waiting on that to finish. That's right. Have any data for patents? Zag, I'd like to play the game, buddy. Yeah. Okay. How's this then? Yeah? This okay? You can use my arm as a pillow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No bites. Good boy. Good boy. No bites. Okay. You you can do what you're doing. You gonna hop down? Okay. I hope it wasn't too tricky or icky. And looking inside those dead scarbs, though I suppose you now have bigger guns, you'll be seeing more of the insides all over the walls. Okay. So we are generating new data. Um, Physical treatment dispenser, psychological treatment dispenser. Okay, we're getting a decent amount of science, which is good. Ooh, I did not realize that was an option. Cause that, theoretically, I could have one of every type on a team. And then I would just need some extras to, like, for security at the base, healing at the base, and research on factions. Cool. Okay. Oh, perfect. Missions are going to start finishing again. Okay. So if I had the auto miner, then I could start generating these really quickly without too much issue. That's concerning. The water tasted really good. Depression is depressed. Honestly, same. Okay, so that would take 5,000. Let's get the basic exosuit upgrades here. We are now neutral. Definitely could benefit from things that can restore more stats. Finally run this set of missions. Workshop doesn't serve much purpose right now. We could do canopy bed. Okay, we are doing okay on the defense side of things. That's good. Yeah, we'll save up for the canopy bed. So if they save a bunch of space, I could easily turn a lot of this into more beds for more team. Oh, Zag, that hurt, dude. Okay, got it. So, All right. Found a giant mushroom towering into the atmosphere. There's a strange sort of haze. It looks like it's like looking into the sun. If you stare too long still, it's one huge mushroom, cap and all. Estimated height is a couple of clicks. It's swaying gently and singing to us. Best left alone, I think. Get out of there, team. That's a shame, but we're bugging out now. We'll put some distance between it and ourselves now. Smart move. Continue this issue. Oops. We're still working on that. Training room. There we go. It was construction of automated outposts on claimed worlds which defend against invasions from other factions, requires materials to construct, and can be upgraded. Interesting. Honestly, if we let this run through and then we just start that one, we could start doing the thing I want. And then with the canopy beds, we'll... Yeah. We actually have a lot of research that needs to run through, though. We're at 5. We need 15 for these, either of these, and 30 for this. This gets us all of this option. This gets us all of this option. Get us turrets. Could go armory. Build the armory, get some equipment, start getting better results in the missions maybe, because they'll actually have the equipment to help them with the stuff. Okay, we have the upgrade for the barracks. We can sell this. We got canopy bed. Oh, yeah. Oh, Zach. He keeps digging his claws in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to allow us to be slightly more efficient with everything because they can double up on the space a little. Well, not entirely. Hello. How are you, Zeg? We've only been at this for 33 minutes? Okay. There definitely could be some, like, bulk edit options that would be nice. Hopefully maybe they could patch that into the game, but, like, this is going very slow. At the same time, it can also go fast, just because, like, when I place these things, it maintains the whole, like, oh yeah, you get to, like, place a bunch just with a single click each. Okay, and then these beds are all unoccupied. Cool. We got a lot of room to grow now just by that upgrade alone. We didn't really even use up that much power. What was that? Please be careful with those claws, dude. Okay. Hi, Zacharias. Yeah. Cool. Continue. Oh. Oh. Okay. Thank, please don't hurt me anymore. Okay. That's moving pretty fast. Builders. Let's do capacity. That gets us up to 20. That's the maximum support. Then we could eventually get that. And then we just kind of have to upgrade their capacity or their abilities here if we want any further improvements. But jobs happen pretty quickly now. Hey, buddy. You had a little something stuck on your nose. It's gone now. It's come to our attention that some of these extraterrestrials you have encountered possess unique traits that can make them extremely efficient gators. You've proven adept at hiring humans. Let's see how you recruit some alien labor. On the cheap, if you can. Research alien gator recruitment console. Build one alien gator recruitment console. Hire an alien gator. That's pretty straightforward. I know how to do that. It's going to be in alien affairs. I need 800 science to be able to do it. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're up to 13, 15 now. Okay, what are you up to, Zach? Hmm? Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Really? Okay. And then? Really? Yeah. Ah. What next? I see, I see. Okay. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. You're a good boy. Looks like it's up your alley. It might be, actually. You like to, RimWorld? I have not played RimWorld, but yeah, if you like base management sims and all of that, then you're gonna like this. Personally, I have played Evil Genius and Evil Genius 2, and this is kind of similar to, and then it's basically some Stargate inspired stuff. It's fucking Stargate. Um, and then you have this map that you're dealing with. Oh, it goes out that far. Okay, that's neat. And right now I'm playing through what is basically a tutorialization. Because they give you these objectives to complete that are basically like, hey, dude, you could start or you should start doing this now, or you should start working on this now. This is a logical step to progress to. So that's pretty neat, and it just kind of teaches you how to do all the stuff early on. Boom, 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 boom. Generate some money this way. Make a dungeon master. Yes. Also a good comparison. It's honestly not bad. They did a lot of good with this. There's a couple of things I would have liked if they did it slightly better. Like if I want to mass sell any items, because I have either like an upgrade, I just upgraded my beds in my barracks. Or actually, you know what would be smart? So I just build this in there. Move you. And then I originally just did it minimalistic because I didn't really have any need to go too much further. I was trying to avoid overspending or something. I don't remember. There's a reason I left this low corner. And so they get sent out on missions to interact with the worlds. If they get hurt, they have to go to the med bay to get healed up, and then they do all that. I'm also starting to get some stuff that can like start helping with their stat improvement or recovery while they're on base, so they don't all have to go to the med bay. Only when they're like hurt to the point of it being somewhat catastrophic. Dungeon Keeper, Dungeon Master, Dungeon Keeper. So one with the like one of the iconic characters has the big pointy horns, real red demon looking thing. I have Dungeon Master on GOG. It was not running super great because it was still early on in the time that it was added to GOG, I think. Okay. We want a scientific expedition there. Validate. Claim. Yes. Scientific expedition there. Validate. Connect. 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 Soldiers are so nasty now. Uh, Zagreus, buddy, no. Stop. It's garbage, dude. It's bad for you. Oh, man.
Now is the party.
Oh, hey. Hi, Ray. Welcome, Raiders. Let me do a thing really quick because I was lurking. um, well, I don't know how to work. We'll set that as anyway. How was the rest of your stream? I may have been lurking, so I might know a little bit, but you know. Did you enjoy the game? uh, so, Raiders, if you need to do anything, please see to your needs first and foremost. Remember, this is all for fun. You're under no obligation to hang out, though it is appreciated if you want to sit around and chat with us while we play Exogate. It is a base management simulator that is sci-fi themed. This really has a very strong reminiscence feel to, like, Stargate in my mind. But I am Necrometer, variety streamer here on Twitch. We play a whole bunch of different games, from interesting mechanics to difficult gameplay to fun story. Yeah, just basically anything that catches my attention. We also raise money for Extra Life. We're currently working on getting to our first milestone, still $250. Ultimately hoping to hit 1,000 by the end of the year, but we'll see how it goes. And next week, we're planning a whole bunch of stuff because it is going to be my birthday. I decided to take a bunch of time off from work. I never do that shit. We're actually going to make some stuff happen. I'm going to be playing Unreal Tournament all day long for the first day. It's my birthday, so, like, screw you guys. I'm taking my toys and playing whatever I want. Yeah, I told you. I've been trying to push very hard. Ray's actually been helpful in providing input on the information stuff that I have out there. My Discord, my website, both have the stuff. If you go to the website Extra Life page, it'll have the schedule of everything we're doing, and we are going to be doing some need birthday bingo. Maybe we'll do birthday bingo. I do have some game codes I could give away, but I also don't like doing like, oh, you need to buy a thing to get a thing, that kind of stuff. So, hi, Zach. Can I help you, sir? Early greetings. And so Unreal Tournament is going to be the thing we do on day one. I'm going to be playing through it in a single sitting. There is a single player mode to it, where you basically play through, I think it's 5 different matches in all the different game modes. It should probably take us about 9 to 10 hours. We're doing the Zag treat puzzle. Okay. Zag, you ready to go? You ready to go hide in the bathroom while I go set it up? Yeah? Cool. Let's go to the bathroom. Yeah. You're going to get a nice thing for it, okay? I promise. Let's go. Nope, this way. Yes. You'll get food. Okay, so, while I set this up, I can keep talking about what we're going to be doing. Day 2, we're going to be doing some playthroughs of Portal and Portal 2. Where chat will be able to mess with the game. I don't expect to be able to finish Portal 2 because it is like a 8-hour game, and I'm going to be doing just a normal 5-hour stream. But that is the plan, is to get through as much of it as possible while chat is messing with me. Plus, there's a special place in my heart for Portal. Portal 2 was actually one of the things I actually got as a birthday gift a long time ago. Back when it released. I don't even remember when it was originally released, but it was like, it released like right around my birthday. And so people got it for me. And then we'll be playing some golf with your friends on next Friday, not this coming Friday. And I'll be keeping some of the stuff up that people can mess with my game. So, you know, people can maybe play worse at the game. And then I'm gonna play some Phasmophobia on Saturday. Again, people can mess with the game a little bit. And then we'll be finishing out the week with some Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Looking forward to that one. So that'll be a whole bunch of stuff. I'll be working out a whole bunch of different things, like different incentives for people to be able to work toward or use during the event and all that. Throughout the year, we also have the Zag Lookable Treat thing. $20 gets him a lookable treat. And trust me, you want to see it. He goes feral. He goes absolutely feral. All right. That is the treat puzzle set up. There we are. But yeah, so every $50 we raise from May 6th to May 10th, I'll be doing a giveaway for different Zag merch items. Yes. 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 Okay, so at $50, we got a Zag emote sticker sheet. Sticker sheet. We got at yeah, at $100, I believe, yes, is when we'll be doing a mug. It's a little mug. He's waving high. I think the image is going to be larger on the actual mug. These are mock-ups so that I knew like what the printing quality was going to be like before I commit to anything. So some of the sizes are slightly different. And then we have, you'll have to excuse the state of it. I have been using it. Zag has been making a mess of it. But we have either, if you want this big old gaming mouse pad or just a standard mouse pad, the regular mouse pad is about the size, just a little bit bigger, of the image itself. This is heckin' huge. But it's very nice, very fine feel to it. My mouse glides smoothly across the surface. It's wonderful, and I have greatly missed having a mat because I had one from the A1 Twins, but I haven't been able to use it because my current setup means it wasn't fitting. Whereas this is fitting, and it's my little boy. Here we go. There we are. And then lastly, so that's at $150, and then lastly, we're gonna be doing a t-shirt. A t-shirt at $200. And so the way it'll work is we hit those milestones. I'll give everyone a chance to enter into the raffle, basically. Give it to a random person, and then what will happen is you'll be able to get a code for a free item of that item from my merch store, and shipping will be covered as far as I know. So you'll be able to get your thing. I know a certain someone who's definitely going to try and get all the things. A certain someone who may have just raided, but hey, you guys got competition. Now let's get those trees. You know what's happening? You know what's happening? You know what's happening. There's treats. There's treats. They're in here. He is so incredibly food motivated. What are you doing? What are you doing? There you go. That's one. He's starting to learn that he can move them around with his paw. Who's a quick boy? You got it. That's another one. Thank you for the reading, by the way, Ray. He loves these. We are also at the point where I should be taking a break soon, but we'll let Zag finish up the treat puzzle before we do take our break. And then we will... I'm just going to let the game run through its thing, but we'll do this. It's better for you. Also, for those of you who have been around at the stream enough, you might recognize that there's some weird stuff going on over there. Excuse the mess. I am midway through basically a lot of the stuff that was piled over there that is no longer piled over there, like the white cabinet that was down there, black shelves that were up here, are currently sitting over in this corner right this way, because I'm getting ready to rearrange the room. I'm hoping to have it ready by the time... Actually, if I do Tuesday night before going to bed and finish it all up, even if I can't get it all done this weekend, I'm hoping to get it done Saturday, at least mostly. And then I guess Tuesday evening I'll have a chance to fully hash it out. I'm hoping to rearrange things so that the desk that everything is currently sitting on is going to be back over there as more of a display desk. It'll have a whole bunch of stuff on it sitting around, just for, you know, background purposes. A lot of the stuff that I haven't really been able to show off because of my current setup will be there. And then that table over there, which is actually better for mounting things to, is going to become my desk once again, because that was originally my desk before I got this lovely desk. This desk was actually gifted to me 2 years ago as like an early birthday present. Something like that. Yeah. I love it. It's great. It was originally a request in a different space than what I was originally, or what I am currently in. And it can technically go in an L format, but this room doesn't have a good spot for an L-shaped desk except for this corner over here, and I really prefer to have the bed right next to the window. So we're not doing that. But yeah, so that table is going to become what I'm sitting on. It has more room, and with everything up off of it with the mounts, it'll actually have a lot of room for things. I can finally get the A1 Twins desk mat back. I can have this on there even still. We'll have a whole bunch of stuff that we can do over there. It'll be a lot easier for me to do like model builds if I want to do that on stream. And again, I can make things look a little more appealing back there. I can also bring some of the posters down and spread them out because I won't have the shelf that's right in the way. That shelf nearly went up to the ceiling. Hi, Sig. You sure you got it all? You got it all, huh? Proud of you. All right, well, he got all his traits. We're going to go to a quick BRB, and then we will go ahead and get back to this for another hour. I think I still have to go to work tomorrow. Normally, when I work a Saturday, I get an extra day off somewhere in the middle of the week to compensate, so I'm not going overtime. But it was one hell of a week. And then tomorrow's the first of the month, in a month where I'm taking 2 extra days off, relatively speaking, so it doesn't make sense to take another one. Plus more money, so it'll basically pay for the stuff I'm about to do for the giveaways. So hopefully, I hope we hit every single milestone. That'd be great. Anyway, be right back. Okay, so uh now Zach's like, I want more. Give me more, Dad. Okay, we need to do. They're already on a mission. Ah. But yes, we needed them to go start doing things because I need more science so I can do this part right here because we want to manually recruit an alien gator, not just get a random chance of recruiting one, I guess. Possess a vast back catalog of weapons, more machines from all across the universe. If you continue down your current shopping list, I'll be glad to show you a blast from the past. Understood. I just got threatened. I need to get to 600. 444. Oh, you're maxed out. Okay. Cool. Because that also will net us 50,000. I mean, I realize we have 4 million, but money is money. Oh, something got blown up in here. Great. That would explain why our power was so low, or available power was so low. Cool. Now maxed out on builders. I feel like this game's actually for per save file, although maybe it's because we're on a smaller map or something. But like, I feel like this is probably one of those like start a save file, finish it in a couple of days, start a new save file. Claim, yes, claim, yes. Create a mission. Start mission. Create a mission. Yes, I would like for you to go on that mission. I probably have some patents I could write. Make the money. Why would these people just buy more money? Okay. Wow, you got very aggressive. So a young alien deer, I guess. One of their 10 legs was broken, but it still managed to run away. We followed it, but it jumped into a deep pond, and guess what? And when its legs came out, it was healed. What's in the pond? Logic. Okay, speak soon. Go do that mission. Ah, Exo, listen. It's those vines, the tricolored vines. They release toxins which can accelerate cell repair. This is an incredible discovery. Closer look. Considering these are the only ones we found, I don't want to disturb them too much. That's very responsible. Okay, leave it. Okay. Each team encounter an enemy from faction while invading one of its sectors or while defending one of your own sectors. It will trigger a team fight event. You'll need to decide which action you should take. Who do we have there? Let's try for diplomacy. to trade. Unless that offer doesn't work. Team leading the enemy's invasion of the sector where all that stands between them and their factions claim on this world. Time for action. Focused shot. Great hit. Enemy's turn. Try for diplomacy. Their surrender. They surrendered. Well done. Hell yeah. Okay. The influence. We are gaining it over time. We're still working on that. Could use a diplomat and a medic for you. Probably want to keep the medics here and those two diplomatics here. I want those guys. So yeah, we'll just EXO1's going to be kind of our general go get information crew. I think I actually want to make a... Okay, I could easily put a medic on one of those other teams. Yeah, because I think this team being like our general new world team, go and explore a new place would be good. And I could have teams that are specialized and just have like 5 of the same class to go and gather stuff. They're just going to be better at it, even though I can technically have teams that are able to do other stuff. Still be able to gather stuff because of the research that I have. Because I have raw ore, and then if I go to operations, is it? It was in lab, wasn't it? Yeah, so we already have those, so anyone can help with that stuff. Discover a sort of metal helmet. According to our analysis, it was used by ancient race of a now extinct culture. It's a great discovery. We... Exo 3? Hey, don't touch that. Is everything okay? Crap, damn it. Exo, I think we're trapped. The helmet glowed and shockwave threw us to the ground. We're stuck inside some kind of force field. Oh, the force field is closing in on us. Can you undo whatever triggered it? There was a button. Okay, we pushed it again, heard a click, but nothing changed. Wait, the force field has slowed down, but it didn't stop, but slowed down. How do we stop this thing? Alright, done. It's full of cables with alien instructions. There's also a button with a flashing light and a vial of yellow fluid. Push the button. Pushing it, no, it's stuck. The button is jammed. Alright, new plan. Look at the relevant cables. One is yellow and connects to the vial to the button. The other is green. I think that connects to the helmet's electronics. Which one do we cut? The green one. We got it. The force field shut down right before it reached us. Close call. What about the helmet? We have it. And it shouldn't cause us any more trouble. It's in poor shape anyway. We'll call you it back if we find another helmet that wants to kill us. Please don't. Alright, my influence is actually low right now.
hydrate your bones.
You go. Zach, why are you in the bathroom? Why did you close the door? Are you trying to get more treats? I think he's associated with being closed in there with getting food because that's currently our routine. It's kind of cute, kind of hilarious, kind of frustrating. Because now my door keeps getting closed. And then when I try and go to the bathroom, he bolts out and is like, "Where's the food?" There isn't any. You did this to yourself. I didn't put you in there. That's not part of the contract. Demand their surrender. They surrendered. Hold on, proceed with the mission. Okay, we're finally going to hit the research I've been waiting on. And I haven't been going any for... Okay, we got it. Cool. I haven't been doing any other research because I didn't want to interrupt its process. But now I could do... this. Get all those improvements. You get turrets. Bye, here it comes. Let's go ahead and make peace. Okay. Man, things are getting deadly now. Body armor takes maglam. We need to let people recover a little bit. Build the build. Write that shit. I don't know how to do that part, I guess. Oh, we're already working on this. Never mind. We go get Zeg. You want to do it again? Yeah? Okay, ready? Set. And ready? Go. Okay. You want to do it again? Yeah? Ready? Set. Go. Good boy. Yeah? Okay, you done with that? You're done with that. Well, we lost one of our guards. It was one of the ones I just hired too. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I love how I accidentally gave myself what might have been a very well-sized room for what I'm doing here. Yep. We need the light exosuits for that. I don't have light exosuits. Light exosuits take Maglum and Exonium. I don't have it. How do I keep missing that? Connect. Great mission. Boom. Training room. Everything I could do in here now is just improvements upon the existing items. It'd take 1,000 just to get everything bumped up by 1. I don't have that. Let's see. We do security. I have turrets now. Get the security doors. Write new patents, maybe? Yes, maybe. Boom, boom, boom. Write new patent. Look at that. Let me see. Someone who's 10. Okay. See someone else's 10. Take 800 to get the full upgrades on the light exosuits, and then at some point we'll need the heavy exosuits, but these are all necessary to get there anyway. And then we can research all this, which is going to be huge. Yeah. Another invasion coming in. Why are we entering Exo when we could so easily and profitably be friends for a limited time only? Sounds like a ripoff to me. Got everything for the trainer. Working on heavier security doors. We should be able to get the materials for that. Be lurking. Have to let Marmar out. Okay. Be safe. I'm glad I made those a bunch of those as follower emotes instead of just the regular. Let's see. I can do all this now. Want that mineral. Okay. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of missions cooking again. Actually successfully protected our generators this time. Found a piece of metal wreckage. The desert has submerged in sand. No clue what's from the crashed ship. Maybe we can't see any more wreckage in any direction unless the ship sank beneath the sand. Wait, there's something. Dark patches in the ground. They form a sort of grid pattern extending away from us. It's not a complete grid, though. There are some gaps. It's just some kind of building, maybe? Perhaps so. The layout is certainly logical enough for that, like a series of city blocks, but there's nothing else here. Yes? I think we should dig one of the gaps between the dark areas, but be careful about it. Okay. Means something might be buried there. It doesn't feel right, though. All right, shovels at the ready. Let me know what you find. Found a vault buried in the sand. Broke our back lifting it out of the 10-foot hole we dug in. Can you figure it out? Press open. Materials. All this whole is a new element. Shells point out, given the explosive nature of the resource layout of the grid pattern of the surface, I don't think this is a vault after all. It's a landmine. We're standing on the edge of an abandoned minefield. Dark marks are where some of them exploded. We're lucky that this one didn't. Noted. Sum up, lots to mine here in the future if the team tread lightly. Scarbs on MJ625, thousands of them down value. Is this their homeworld? No, we don't think so. We assume their homeworld is more developed with science of civilization. Do some recon. There's another Scarb here we haven't seen before. It's 10 times bigger than the others, 10 times uglier too. It seems to be issuing orders. Might be their leader. Kill the leader, stop the invasions. Might work. Too risky. Return to AP. Yeah, it's seen as the queen is marshalling drones. King. More Scarbs are gating in Exo entirely different configurations. Hulking ones with some kinds of energy shield, fast insect-like units that seem to be multiplying, a heavily armed escort unit. We're en route, but they're swarming up the sides of the valley. This will be one hell of an extraction. Can we make it through? Gate now. Before it gets out about these Scarb invaders, our share price will plummet faster than the light in the black hole. If there's anything you can do to stop them, anything, know that you have our complete support, except dismantling the gate. That was considerable investment. So keep sending missions, find their queen again, and kill it. As well. Okay. Spending. They're on a mission. Okay. Um. Beautiful. Its own way, though now we ventured further from the AP, we know some strange caves. Permission to explore. What's so strange about them? Somewhat artificial appearance. That's all I can say for right now, but can't explain why. Is it safe? We managed seismic activity and some radiation. Okay, thank you, XO. Tread carefully. Maglam. Right. It's going to be a bit before I can even do the so mining team. Sorry for the delay in getting back to you, but we've got big news after exploring these strange caves and 721. There might be a surprise here. Beneath the beautiful surface, there are fallout bunkers. You don't have radiation protection. It's okay, so there's no radiation down there. Not from the war, not from war nor accident. But more importantly, we've made first contact with a peaceful and scientifically minded people working hard underground. It's their first contact with aliens. We'll call them nuclid. And they're radioactive. People are radioactive? Yes, but they wear environment suits, so we're safe. And actually, those suits also provide mobility because the aliens themselves are nothing more than a bundle of cells in a helmet, undergoing radioactive decay. But they've picked up our language quite well. They pulse their nuclei to convey meaning, which their suits can synthesize into speech. What's their half-life? Good question, Exo. The main element they're composed of has a half-life of about 60,000 years. Typically, we can assume about 10 half-lives until negligible radioactivity, but even then, that might not be the end of their story. So, yes, we're talking about an extremely long-lived race. And it's the emission of gamma rays and kinetic energy for the radioactive decay that power their suits. More about them. They're a unified society despite individual independence trumping teamwork. They've observed extremely controlled expansion of their homeworld. They number perhaps on their 10,000s only, with each new member being constructed from a unique combination of chemical elements. They have the same sensory capacities as we do, but they are completely self-sustaining and rarely get hurt. Obviously, we're dealing with extremely powerful nuclear technology, which could be weaponized, not to mention the accident risks. But they seem to be pacifists who've managed to avoid nuclear disaster so far. What are they working on down there? They're planning a manned solo mission to their near celestial body, which happens to be the neighboring planet, since theirs doesn't have any moons. They performed test flights before, but this will be the first manned attempt, a ship powered by nuclear fission. We can help them. Yes, my thoughts exactly. In time, we could share our fusion technology once we've established proper relations. But that does lead me onto something else, XO. They want one of their people to join the initiative. Not the astronaut, but one of their mission control staff, essentially. Who is it? We don't know their name yet, but we've been assured that they have skills that would fit right into the initiative. The nucleid would want to learn about our space flight experiences to help their own efforts. What do we get out of this? An alien gator working in the base and going on missions. They don't need to eat, sleep, or even socialize. I'd also wager they've got some nifty repairing abilities too. Their environment suit is pretty much a fully upgraded heavy exosuit, and there's no recruitment costs either. So what do you think, Exo? They'll benefit us, and we benefit them. Yeah, recruit them. Great, we'll head back down. Probably have given them a heads up before we told them. Hey, I'll look forward to meeting. I think they'd like to return home soon, see the people's first manned spaceflight. Can't wait for that ourselves, actually. We'll be there. Team was it that was all scientists? Right now? It's 602. Exonium. Okay. Well, it is 10:30 for me. I still have to work tomorrow, so I think this is where we'll be calling it. We made some decent progress, figured out some things. I still don't know how these machines work at all. Cool. Let's go ahead and save, call it a day. Hopefully next time I play it, I'll actually be able to make more progress than I have been. But yeah, so let's figure out who to raid. And then from there, we will call it a night. It's been a while since I've seen Fear live. What about Plague Pals? I feel like it's been a while since we've been to Plague Pals. Move to your phone, but AFK-ish while you do bad things. Fair enough. I'm actually about to raid out anyway, right? So I appreciate you wanting to drop a lurk, but yeah. And for those of you who haven't already, again, thank you, Ray, for the raid. Please go check her out. Looks like they just ended. Never mind, we're not going over to Plague Pals. We'll go over to Disco. It's been a while since I've raided Disco. But please go show Ray some love. Ray is good people, part of the Sus Squad, raising money for Extra Life. Killing it, honestly. Yeah. And streams pretty regularly. Just entertaining to watch. It's got a good sense of humor. If you like the humor that you see here, as rarely as it does happen, but if you like the humor that you see here, you're definitely gonna like it over there. So, for now, we're gonna go over to Hispanic at the Disco. He likes to play a lot of like party games and retro games, and a lot of the stuff that we tend to play here is also stuff that Disco's typically playing. So yeah, consider dropping a follow over there as well. Show some support. And then we'll see you all tomorrow. I need to ask people. I forgot to check with people because this work week has just been absolutely insane. Hopefully do some Earth Defense Force 6 with Ost and Bar-Er. And then what am I doing on Saturdays? Crosscode on Saturday. And then Yakuza on Sunday. Hell yeah. So let's go show some love to our friend Disco. And I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Be excellent to each other. Be excellent to yourselves. I'll see you around.